the power that connects the rising superstructures to life with the modern infrastructure products around the globe. Hes Kablo. Since its foundation in 1974, Hes Kablo's quality products are being used with confidence in more than 120 countries worldwide. Hes Kablo carries out its activities with a team of over 1,000 experts and is ranked as top 59th according to the list of Turkey's largest industrial companies in 2011. Hes Kablo's fully integrated production plant, built on a total area of 280,000 square meters, is located in Kayseri, Turkey, and has a production capacity of 100,000 tons of power cables, 10 million wire kilometers communication cables, 1.2 million fiber kilometers of fiber-optical cable, 30,000 tons of aluminium conductor, 6,000 tons enameled copper wire, 55,000 tons of copper wire rod and 30,000 tons of aluminium. Hes Kablo manufactures the copper, which is the base material of copper and aluminium conductors in cable production in its own facilities, by melting the raw copper ingots in anode casting furnaces to make anodes for use in the refining process. Afterwards, in electrolysis section, copper anodes are converted to copper cathodes with a minimum purity of 99.99% by means of electrical and chemical methods. The refined copper is formed into 8mm wire rods by wire drawing machines. After melting and casting process of pure aluminium ingots, they are drawn into wire rods of 9.5mm for use in the production of aluminium cables and conductors. Hes power cables, used in electrical installations and local power transmission networks worldwide, provide seamless infrastructure power solutions to the rising structures by the proven transmission capacity, reliability and high performance. Hes power cables are manufactured in its integrated plants, equipped with up-to-date technologies and production methods conforming to international standards. Besides standard types of production, special cables are also produced according to customer specifications, depending on use and customer demands. In addition to a wide variety of copper and aluminium conductor power cables, Hes Kablo also manufactures aluminium conductors for overhead lines and special cables in its power cable production facilities. With the use of other materials, the energy cables are produced from copper or aluminium wire rods by passing through wire drawing, isolation, bending, armoring and sheathing processes, and made into the appropriate cable according to customers' request. Hes power cables are subject to strict quality control and testing procedures at every stage of production, and especially during the final checks, cables are tested with modern test equipment in special laboratories by a team of experts, then packed and delivered to the customers. Today, halogen-free cables are compulsory infrastructure products mostly used in public places such as hospitals, shopping centres, hotels and cinemas. Halogen-free and low-smoke density flared cables manufactured by Hes Kablo do not produce life-threatening toxic gases during a fire and provide a safe operation of vital systems such as doors, elevators, warning and emergency lights, fire alarm, communication and ventilation continuously up to 180 minutes. Flared cables are capable of preventing the spread of flames during a fire and have a self-extinguishing feature by the means of the content components, such as the aluminium and magnesium hydroxide. Hes flared cables are manufactured as armoured or non-armoured, conforming to the TSE and VDE standards. Hes Cable manufactures insulation, filling and sheathing materials, which are used in the halogen-free cable production in its own facilities. And flared cables are subjected to very strict tests such as flame retardation, fire resistance and smoke density and so on. High-voltage cables produced with XLPE insulation material are preferred by today's users and provide solutions that contribute to transform energy losses to profit with cables' high performance. Hes high-voltage cables provide a reliable electrical power transmission to the industry zones and the major settlements. CV method is carried out for insulation process of the high-voltage power cables in a completely enclosed environment, and the cross-linking operation of the XLPE material is performed at the same time. Hes Cable shortens the production time of high-voltage cables and prevents the effects of external factors on product quality by carrying out all production processes from raw material to final product in same facility. In order to maintain the highest quality and safety standards of high-voltage cables, Hes Cable carries out analysis and quality controls at all stages of production with modern, up-to-date testing equipment. After the final test, the products are ready for shipment. Electric energy produced in hydroelectric, natural gas-fired and other power stations is transmitted to the distribution centres by means of overhead aluminium conductors. The quality of the conductors to be used for power transmission lines has a great importance for a seamless energy transmission and keeping losses to a minimum. The aluminium wire rods and steel cores used in the production of overhead conductors are also manufactured in Hes Cable's facilities, and the quality of aluminium conductors is the result of 40 years of industry knowledge and experience. The Hes communication cables with copper conductors that are used in the local cable networks of many countries worldwide are the proven infrastructural solutions that provide unlimited communications comfort with their transmission capacity, technology and performance. Hes communication cables are rigorously tested and controlled by a group of experts at each stage of production, from raw material input to the final acceptance procedures, and various types of cables are manufactured at its fully integrated production plants in accordance with customer requirements and desired standards. In the Hes communication cable production facilities, the copper wires are drawn to the required diameter, and then the cable is formed after isolation, bending, armouring, and cable sheathing procedures. Hes Cable produces high-quality fiber-optic cables which offer advanced technological solutions for maximum data transfer speed between local and long-distance communication networks without transmission losses. Hes fiber-optic cables has a wide range of products and they are manufactured in entirely computer-controlled plants. Depending on the purpose of utilization and needs, multi-mode and single-mode fibers are used in the fiber-optic cables produced for direct burial, duct or aerial installation, according to the customer's requirements. Optical fibers are coloured by means of ultraviolet technology in Hes fiber-optic cable manufacturing facility and made into the cable in accordance with the design specifications. After completion of the production phase, the cable passes through the optical and physical tests according to international standards and it is ready for use. Hes enameled copper wires are used in many areas of industry such as electric motors, transformers, household appliances, automotive and electronics industry, and manufactured depending on application of usage, features and diameters through the necessary processes. Enameled wires are also produced for customer-specific requirements and manufactured conforming the TS, DIN and IEC standards. Hes Kablo enameled copper wires are produced with a modern machinery line, and in order to protect the quality of the products, special tests are carried out at every stage of production. Hes enameled copper wires are delivered to customers in appropriate packaging after final checks made. Hes Kablo carries out all the processes of its products ranging from high voltage cables to enameled copper wire, power cables up to fiber optic cables, from raw material input to the delivery to the customer, in accordance with local and international standards, and aims to become leading manufacturer and a global brand with its high quality products. Hes Kablo applies strict quality control procedures in every stage of production performed by its team of experts, especially prior to delivery to the customers. The attention given to details during the manufacturing and controls is one of the factors underlying the continuity of Hes Kablo's customer satisfaction and product quality. Hes Kablo, one of Turkey's leading industrial companies and the world's pioneering cable manufacturer, provides infrastructure elements not only for a seamless life but also for innovations in its sector. Hes Kablo is always seeking innovative and pioneering solutions with its expert R&D team and aiming to design and develop the future technologies conforming to international standards and provide it to its customers. Hes Kablo, that connects millions of people to life with its reliable products used worldwide, will follow the developments in technology and continue to be the leader in the cable industry by maintaining its developments and investments in the future as in the past. Hes Kablo